Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. It's from the barracks with this special edition AAR from Iron Knife. We could not wait till next week, and we wanted to have the Zmonster himself from TCA on here. So I'm Joe for Players Wanted. With me, it's the man with the plan, the deep voice, the one that you get scared of when he starts yelling at you with the knife hand, Zmonster from TCA. And down below, it's not a well, I almost said it. We're waiting for Winnie to join in, guys. Eventually, we'll figure out his computer. He'll be joining us. But down below is Justin. He'll give you some shiny new bracelets. If you really piss him off, they will have some Shadow Legion. And we're going to jump into this because, oh my God, did we have a blast at Iron Knife. If y'all were like concerned, worried about this sort of event that, you might not like or whatever, you all missed out on some fun. I'll say that. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. How's everybody doing?
Better rested.
I'd have been doing a lot better if I was able to get off to go to that event, but that's besides the point.
It would have been great to have you.
I think Sal picks all the weekends that I work. I just want to throw that out there.
I'm so sorry, brother. So sorry. I mean that.
It is what it is.
Well, there he is. And, of course, showing up Fashion Elite, as always. It's not a party until he comes out.
Right. It's Colt.
Hi.
Colt's the leader of my mustache fan club.
I take it you got rained out today. That's why you're not umpiring?
I got soaked, and I had to come in and take a shower. And, of course, tried to get on my laptop inside the house, but said, screw it. I'm coming out here. Got wet coming out here to the man cave.
Normally, wet wieners is a good time.
For some people,
Ooh. Yes. We can talk about that in relevance to Iron Knife. Yes. Yes.
The wet wiener and Iron Knife.
Like you were there.
It was really funny because we actually saw the rain coming in. Like we were driving to go take an objective, and you just saw the rain just advancing, and I was like,
and let's be honest, it wasn't hard rain; it was just drizzle. And
board where I was at for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Stinging rain.
Yeah.
From like 5:30 to 8.
Yeah, well, 16:30. I actually had my notes 1600, but we'll get to that. Yes. Yes.
But the great thing about it was we had a Milsim rainbow, a double rainbow.
Double rainbows. What
Double
does
rainbow.
it mean? So,
man, do I have it up here? Hold on. Oh wait,
somebody took a great photo.
No, screw the photo. Cool.
Oh my God, a rainbow.
Look, it is gay, a double rainbow.
Oh my God, it's a rainbow.
Confirmed, double rainbow.
Dude, double rainbow.
Dude, that pot of gold's over there by Nicole.
Yeah, somebody get Papa.
Where is he?
He's a leprechaun.
Papa, what's your 20? We really need you right now.
You know where I am.
You're
At the pot of gold? Yeah, ask him where the pot of gold is.
Rainbow, aren't you, motherfucker?
Where's your Lucky Charms?
Wow.
I had to say it.
Hey, nothing topped Sal's comment at the raffle.
Oh yeah.
Damn, dude, I can barely remember the raffle.
I forgot.
Okay.
Oh my God, I forgot what it was exactly. But you,
I can't read it, but you made a comment.
When you're,
yeah, this touch
beautiful
of zinger
bastards
for
fight
Papa
better
was
when
great.
you're moist. Oh shit,
Oh,
yeah. Damn, I did put him down. I didn't mean to do that.
So
really did.
that's what makes it funnier.
You make people bigger. Sorry.
Yeah, it's supposed to do.
That was funny because that rainbow was right at Nicole, and I was like, "That's where I'm going to."
Yeah.
Oh no.
So let's start breaking into this real quick.
Okay.
It was almost every single time I've been to a TCA event. You've never been our leader, like our CO. So
Yeah.
it really was great to come in and then have you like. You come walking out with all the authority. You go, you're doing this, and it's like typically I say I'll do what I want, and I'm like, all right, fine.
Okay, so to be fair, on the East Coast, we used to do it as a matter of practice. One time a year, somebody from the staff would take lead on one side or the other, and we realized very quickly that we hadn't been doing it. And on the West Coast, mid Texas. Like this coming weekend, I'm leading Eastern and Dale's leading Western. So the Battle of the Colonels. The year before that, it was me versus Dave Martin. Or no, it was me versus Mendoza. So in Texas, we generally do it as a matter of practice. On the East Coast, we usually said, hey, you know what? One event every so often, we'll get cadre in there and let them run it. So there I am, Friday or Thursday, and I was just getting ready for the day, and I went, holy shit, I've never commanded here at GTI. I've played Black Sheep, I've played Faded Giant, but I've been an advisor in the talk on both sides, but I've never actually commanded a faction at GTI. This is going to be great. We had a very good plan. So that is how I got, stuck. I had a lieutenant colonel that was retiring. He was going to come out. He was going to lead you guys. Never played airsoft before. But he was Mike Matthews, really good dude, but he just couldn't make it. And so I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll let Snick and Coach Chief of Staff this thing, and I'll step up and go into the mix. So
I will.
That's
say
how I got to
fun.
be in green.
It was an honor.
It was 100%.
Of course, Wiener acting as the Brigade Sergeant Major, a role that you dominated at because we actually got forces moving and guys going, and and you knew when to turn the juice on as far as getting guys out there.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually had a good time, especially when I got into the talk. When I was in my own little talk off to the side, that's where I was keeping everybody out of the main talk.
Right.
Now, did you get to use your little Geiger counter?
I forgot
You
to
left
bring
it
it
at home.
Oh,
Yep, that's okay.
Time and effort dedicated to that gag weeder. I trusted you with
I
one
know,
thing.
I know, but that's okay. See, the other thing I had was like a little honorary thing for everybody who listened and did what they were supposed to. They didn't come in until after I got home.
No, your stickers. Oh.
We can save them. Same for Gladius.
I'll bring them for Gladius.
Yeah, same for Gladius. I
My
will be
wife
working.
could not find an adequate panda that I could stencil onto the side of the truck to make it look good, because I was going to do that. I was going to stencil on a freaking panda and just be like, as
Task
one of the
Force
kills I
Panda
did. So many people asked what the hell was up with the ostrich, and I'm just like, fuck that ostrich. There is a story behind it.
There's a
Yeah.
story
Like
about it. Yep.
Like a good
Flying
band-aid.
Country Safari. That ostrich ran and smacked into my truck when I had everybody inside of it, and then the game warden yelled at me for it. I was like, but he hit me.
He hit me.
Everybody froze.
That sounds like a good emo band name, by the way. Adequate Panda.
Adequate Panda.
That's that could be an operation name. Sal, just saying.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be a tier 1.
There you go.
Wow. So to tell the tape, we had 337 players ticketed. We had 388 players total when you factored in sponsors and support staff. I think it was 4 vehicles. Yeah, 4 vehicles Western to 6 vehicles Eastern. So there was a rumor that we were outnumbered by 100 players. Like, no, that was definitely the Western's view based on our strategy on Saturday.
That's correct, 100%.
And I loved how our strategy worked. So Western could never really figure out what my plan was, other than holy shit. So
we wore their ass out.
we wore their asses out, very smartly. But we deployed. We deployed up at Nicole at Stardex. We deployed over at Betty, and we deployed over at Sarah at Stardex, with all our forces that couldn't.
Dawn instead of Nicole.
Oh yeah, Dawn. Can't forget Dawn. Chaos at Dawn.
Yep.
So Airborne went in at just north of Nicole. You had Commando over at Betty, and you had or Recondo over at Betty, and you had Airborne or Commando 6 down at Sarah, and then Chaos was at Dawn. So,
Hi.
There she is.
Hi. Hi.
Easy
away.
Company, I think definitely deployed over at Eve. You had Task Force Ripper going at Maria, and then I think you had the Black Knights go in near Nicole up by the hot gates. ASG, I don't know where those guys were, but they were out and about. So that was Stardex, right? So the plan was all our vehicles were to attack over to Eve, while Dagger and Fight went up and over.
No.
And it worked. Except what I thought would be a 30-minute fight at Eve with all our vehicles turned out to be a 2.5 hour fight. Oh yes, please, Joker, go ahead.
Hey, Brad, what's
Wow,
up, man?
she's gonna
With
hit
the
me with the
soy
soy sauce,
sauce.
man. So I just wanted to say this. I think that it would have been a much faster fight if you expected. Like this goes off to all the technical people out there. If you're driving a technical, keep moving, don't stop. It's not real life. It's airsoft. Our respawn was literally a minute behind us, right?
Yeah.
So roll up, put all the firepower down, get blowed up, have your dismount off with the vehicle repair kit, roll up, get blown up, let them come back in, and when they're too busy distracted with the next technical, your technical gets up and mows them down.
Now it's not like you're doing the walk back and forth either.
No.
It literally where Eve was, where our talk was, by vehicle going 5 miles an hour, it's a minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad's got a good point right there.
I don't know. Probably had to herd you guys.
So that was like one of the key things. Like my biggest takeaway is that I saw a lot of other technicals just stopping. The only time you stop is when you're dismounting. The rest of the time you got to be moving.
Were they stopping to engage in something else? So they were stopping to aim, basically, or
they were stopping, engaging, and then like when you have a Humvee, that's a massive target. And you had whoever was at Eve at StartX, they had 2 launchers there that were deadly accurate.
Yes, extremely accurate.
Yep.
So I mean,
we got now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mobile warfare is mobile.
It should be. Yeah. Because it was one of the key things, and don't be scared to keep driving. Don't be scared to go off road. Sometimes you find things.
You get stuck.
Yeah,
like a tree.
Like
we also found out. Yeah, we also found out. Well, Western seized a hill that none of us were tracking was even there. Just to the west of Eve, right across Route Sioux. And holding those 2 hilltop positions really got us in a twist. I was forward,
a control point or just a good height advantage?
Just
over
a
everything?
great piece of terrain, Barry.
Yep.
Awesome.
I mean, just a fantastic piece, and half of it had been clear cut, and then the top ridge.
Good call on them for
ridge,
that.
Yeah, the top ridge was a little pine thicket, and holy shit, we caught so much. A very accurate fire from that ridge.
Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yes. So me and my ops sergeant major go forward with my S6, Colt Helton, and we go forward to go check on Papa. Papa's doing well, and then all of a sudden the vehicle, Unit 91 shows up and AJ6 shows up. And we're doing this dance of enemy vehicles up at dawn. And eventually it was like, you know what, let's go secure route Comanche so we can get guys in the middle road, taking them to Maria downtown. And I used a hand cannon to kill Bumblebee because they got a little close to me. But things started shaping up right around 14:30 in the afternoon because they took dawn and we finally reduced Eve. And if we had a map, it'd be awesome. But that was kind of like both sides supply lines.
I'll be honest. It took us a minute to get out with the technicals, but once we got out and we broke through Eve, and we can get those vehicles moving, we started taking objective after objective.
Yeah,
they thought they had stuff that was safe, and we found Nicole.
But we found if we didn't take Eve, we couldn't take April, and we sure as shit couldn't take Sarah. It had to be those bottom 3, so we could jump north. And that was kind of the focus. So yeah, it came together. Plus, I knew I had a good force up until about 14:30. At 14:30, guys were going to start rotating out because of the hottest part of the day. We were going to turn the fight over to the vehicles. And yeah, guys were like prostrate out in the Alpha or in the parking lot, just eating barbecue, going, "Yep, taking a break. Awesome, take that break."
Did y'all ever clear out the elevation side?
Yeah, we did. That's how we took Eve. But that ridge line, holy cow, dude! I had a young man that was about 16 years old, laying out in the shade of this freaking tree, just at the bottom of what we called Old Baldy, and I was like, "You all right?" He goes, "I need some cold water." And just as he said that, Snick drove up. I mean, hey, you guys need water? We're like, "Yeah." And yeah, cold water right out of the fridge, and gave young man that, and he was just like the power level just came back. But yeah, about right around 14:30, it was like, all right, this is it. You know, let's hold what we got, and we'll just play it safe for a couple hours. Fight it with vehicles. Let Mark.
Let Mark.
That was a phrase in the talk.
So
Mark.
I actually have some preloaded video this time that actually we can hear sound on. So, yeah, this is how you find a stump in Milsim. Oh fuck!
I literally
had to dismount. They had to
as the video started, I went, "There it is."
Yeah, right there.
So there was definitely some fun moments. This was another great moment. Like when we finally got broken out, I was like, all right, we're gonna. So let me back up a second. I got to give some huge shout out to my new vehicle crew that jumped on. Dom or Doc from Dead End Outfitters. He was first my gunner, then became my TC until my box mag stopped working, and then my security gunner, which was Matt from Georgia Tech Milsim, he jumped up on the main gun because he had his blowback LMG, and then Dom jumped inside, and then Sean from Georgia Tech Milsim was absolutely fantastic as a dismount, and I cannot stress enough, it's not a 3-man vehicle crew, it's at least a 4. You need that dismount, so the dismount can go off screen. You want somebody small and fast, so that way when you stop, they're running fast away from the vehicle, so you can just keep going, and then they can hit those objectives, jump back in, and we can just keep going. And when I mean by jump back in, we stop first, guys.
Did y'all drive Papa around as the mobile command thing again, or
no? He wanted to be in either at dawn or back at talk. So we picked him up a couple times. The one time we picked up, he was like a wet rat going on, because that's when it was just.
Sal, did you make him ride around in a booster seat or a full child seat?
We had to put a car seat in.
Okay, just checking.
Jesus Christ.
That's rough. Damn.
There was a lot of fun stuff that you can do that once you did the breakout, right? Because as soon as we did the breakout, the reason why Sal said that Mark was because they were trying to force me to go a direction I didn't want to go. I was like, let me do my thing, just let me go. And this was out on the field, and they're like, well, Joker's not listening again. But then I went and took Nicole, Betty, and I took Maria. And when I take Maria, there is like no shame, no scared, no fear, just we were right
in
up
the talk.
To the
It was like in the talk, it was like a field goal getting kicked or an interception.
Yeah, anytime. Yep.
Yeah, anytime Maria got taken. Oh yeah, guys were in the talk going. Yeah, we knew that was not easy.
Watch this. Here it is.
There we go. They don't even see us. They don't even see us. Hold the fire. Light him up.
If I could fucking see him, yeah.
Runner, go. Get that fucking objective.
Oh, they fucking dipped.
We're going up there.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
That's it. Revive, go.
Oh, fuck.
Go.
Oh, fuck.
12 o'clock. No, straight ahead, dumb. By the building,
Oh,
right
shit.
there.
Oh, shit.
Right there.
Yep.
Inside the building.
Yep.
Get ready, I gotta sweep around, and open doorway. They fucking
They dipped.
Jump in, jump in.
Hey, 3 bottles of DVs if anyone wants it.
There's a tan technical right down the hill.
Technical, you dumbass!
Let them know.
Aren't they dead? Right there. Light them up, light them up, light them up. Why are they moving? They're dead. Shoot them, shoot them.
Okay.
What position is that? They're like, fuck.
I'm not trying to waste a whole lot of ammo.
Shoot, shoot. Yeah, you got him. Shoot inside, shoot inside. Here. Ready? It's on you there, Dom. You ready to go fuck him up, runner? Yeah, I got my M4.
Oh, well, we just got it. We just got it.
Grenade.
Yeah, we just bought it. We just bought it twice.
We're dead! Damn.
Dom's MP7 sounds nasty.
Sinister. It sounds sinister.
3 extra S's on it.
Yeah.
Go.
Joker, well deserved. You got the coin, well deserved. I need to give your entire crew black patches, man. Like, because earlier they were saying they couldn't find anybody to shoot at. They were bored, and I was like,
Well,
oh wait,
that's because they stayed
it's
there.
coming. It's coming.
That
So
they just stayed there. They stayed in the same spot up on that hill all day. They didn't move. So we would roll up, we would merc a ball, we would die. Our runner would medic us back up, and we'd do the same. And we'd do the same thing that you just saw there multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's like vehicle crews. I mean, I could understand why FUPA wouldn't want to do that because it's it's a rough. It's not easy.
rough dismount.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say that part
but
of
it's rough
Dom's
getting
helmet
up over
cam
that
when
hill.
you made the turn off the pavement.
Yeah, it looked like it was
you dipped. I was like, oh god, they're going to roll over.
No, it's actually worse than
It was
really
his
is.
head.
It's just his head going. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean
It just
that
timed
road that goes
perfectly. I'm
down.
like, oh, that just looks terrible.
That road going down needs to be graded because it's
Oh
bad.
yeah, it's really washed out now.
Yeah. But that's sort of the stuff that you just have to do is you just have to not care that your vehicle's about to get hit. You have to be ready to go because what are we there for? Are we there? We're there to get the objective.
Yeah.
He got at that time. There was one round where he went to medic us first before getting the objective, and I yelled at him for it. I was like, never do that again. Always get the objective first. Us second. Because
I'm gonna throw a little something out. It's going back to Dom with the MP7. Perfect weapon for vehicle mounted operations. And
Yes.
I mean, he can move real easy with that thing, and obviously with the D-hop barrel in it, I'm sure
Yep,
it
I was
does.
gonna say he had a D-hop in it.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Oh, and here's another great thing, Beowulf. 0 MED, full
Mhm.
auto,
Yep.
0
Absolutely.
MED. Which the gunner, one thing we had to change our vehicle rule, or at least make it public, not public, but put it in print, is gunners need to have a 0 MED weapon up there in the turret. So that way, if they come inside the MED, they can engage them with something
Makes
that's
sense.
not going to,
Right.
And so, kudos to Sam and Lucky for like, hey Sal, we need to make it in print. We need to put it in print. I'm like, yep, I agree. We're gonna put it in practice at Starburst, where you've got to have a vehicle. A vehicle crew's got to have something. Yeah,
Yes.
get your D-hop. Yeah,
I got you. I got you, Yordi. I got you.
yeah.
Got you.
And so, dude, well done, man. The vehicle assault on Maria. I would say that is almost textbook. In turn, if you had a couple more dismounts, it would have been better. But good is good. Okay.
what the problem that comes up with the dismounts is especially early on, I didn't want the dismounts, and my logic behind it was I didn't want to them see that we're actually dismounting people and then go check the objective.
Right.
So I was gaming. I was definitely gaming.
I mean, just because you can fit 5 guys in the back doesn't mean you have to.
You have to. Yep.
Yeah.
So
it was
yeah.
it was really one of those things where, you sometimes you just have to be real cognizant of what are you trying to do. I wanted to do the morality thing because then it wasn't until we came. I think it wasn't that we kept that first Maria for like 20 minutes until all of a sudden it was like broken air Maria. I go, I'll get it back, and then I
Yep.
loved every single time somebody came over the radio. That's why I stopped really responding on command. I just started responding to Wiener, and I said, I'm going for Maria.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I go, really? Watch this. Next thing you know, we rolled back up on the second.
And the
bush.
funny part is,
Okay.
a lot of those times Wiener's standing in the main talk going, we're listening to the chatter between you and Wiener off at Wiener's radio, and it's like, all right, that'll work. And so, so anyways, tell the tape, right? So here comes around 1600. It's like, yeah, we're down by about almost 100K. Guys at Sarah almost overrun. Guys weren't tracking. The other side was definitely not tracking it. We were literally putting 3 med bags at Sarah so guys could come back from the parking lot, snap an IV, and come in from Sarah, which was really saving our guys in terms of coming all the way back to the Alpha. So Sarah's getting overwhelmed. They're about to get overrun. I was like, I'm about to lose probably in excess of 120 IVs in the med bags. And then it starts to rain. And all of a sudden, all of the Western guys are like, run, get into the containers. We're getting wet. And the temperature dropped to 68 degrees. I literally looked at my phone.
That was so great.
I was like, the temperature has just dropped almost 25 degrees. And all of a sudden, you can see guys in our Alpha just rising. Like, this is beautiful weather. And I mean, I wasn't planning on getting guys back on the field till probably 1800. And there it was 1630, almost 1700, an hour and a half early. And Run's like, hey, let's transition to phase 3. And I went, do it. And, all of a sudden, guys are getting back in the fight. And we flipped the field before the sun goes down. We dominated almost all the objectives. And it is cold. And I just stuck my head out of the tent. And I was like, you beautiful bastards fight better when you're wet. God, task force moist, go. And,
that's both your Floridians. Yes,
the
it is.
moisture militia.
Yeah.
So this was also another funny moment that I just wanted to share because sometimes the technical fights go like a couple different ways. We had some anti-tank. Well, let me tail the tape. Let's just.
Yep, right here.
Oh, wait, that's a miss.
Oh! Fuck you!
Hit him.
I can't, the fence is too high.
The fence is too high.
Oh, boy. That's a miss.
Oh! The tan technical came around this blue con. Oh, there he is. Should I do it to him?
No.
No?
If they look at you, you look at them. If they don't shoot us, we don't shoot them.
Fair enough.
All right, now shoot at them.
A gentleman's duel!
Have at thee.
That was the story of our anti-tank. It was just like, and then whack in the side of our vehicle.
Brad, to answer your question about being part of Mark's technical crew, I hear you have to specifically wear multicam tropic.
It's not my event.
Just for him.
I will say that once it rained and the rain stopped, Tan knew it had a tactical advantage that they look like green now, and they used it to their advantage 100%.
Yeah, but we had more dismounts on the field at that point. So that's when the guys came to life, and they were like, I'm going to play in some great weather. And it was awesome because we got Sarah back. We reestablished Sarah with med bags. We got April back thanks to the vehicle crews, getting April. And then you guys, between you, TDZ, and Smokey, running up to Nicole and taking Nicole constantly, threw them on their heels because we lost Dawn. We weren't going to get Dawn back until the darkness, until the witching hours.
Even then, that was hard.
Yeah. And so mainly because you can't see under a thermal scattering net. So the ISR is staring down with the camera going, there's nobody there, go for it. And that wasn't true. Yordi. Let's go back to chocolate chip. One of the winning jerseys. 6-colored desert camouflage. So yeah, I got to say that for Western, they got nervous because they made their daytime tier 1 out of sector mission. We got ours, so that was 10,000 points that they got. We got our 10,000 points, and next you know we're at 70K difference, and then we're at 30K difference, and then at nighttime we're holding the 30,000 point differential, and then right around the witching hour. We're at 10,000 point difference. And, I got up, I went down, got some sleep, came back up, walked into the master control before I caught a ride out to the Alpha. I was like, all right, Gabe, what's up? And Godfather's like, hey man, it's going to come down to, it's going to come down to a 10,000. Somebody's going to win this or lose this by a matter of a couple of hours. And that's for a 24 and a half hour event. If you're inside, 10,000 points, he's like, it's so close to call, Sal. You guys are doing great. And to get over to the talk, and I see, Crisper around, he's trooping the line in a vehicle with his dual tubes. Like, all right, XO's out, Run's doing his thing. The S6 is sitting in the chair, checking things out. You got guys crashed out in the talk on the floor. Dogs and cats living together.
He's sleeping so peacefully on a table.
We have pictures of the guys passed out everywhere. It's awesome.
The feet kicking like they're chasing bunny rabbits.
Yeah,
like a dog.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here was the night push on Maria. Edit that one because that video is a little bit long. I could do that.
Hey, but for the record, I want everybody to look at the bottom of your screen. You had your speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 11 miles per hour.
Yes, and that was because you were coming up the hill. All right, I'll give you that 1 mile per hour. But when people were like, he's always driving fast, look down at the bottom of his camera, guys. It's telling you the ground speed.
Yeah, that was the dash cam, and I wish
was that the radioactive wasps flying by?
Probably.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I thought they were glow plugs until I realized they sting.
Do you have new superpowers?
Colt, good evening, S6, the Imperial Communications Officer. The table was comfortable. That chair must have been great. No, but I think one of the best parts is, yes, Western won this thing by 5.3 hours or 319 minutes on an objective. But I think Eastern came home with a morale victory.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. So many guys were mad that that we weren't being, is what they called. I'm glad I didn't play that video because it actually does not have the attack on Maria. There was so many people were upset about, like, oh, we're down by so many points, we can't get out. I was like, I don't understand how you guys can't get out. We've broken through and destroyed them on very different levels. Just call in for support. If you want us to go attack Maria and piss them off and gain attention so you guys can run across the open field, we'll do that. But
you have to follow up behind it and do stuff as a foot soldier.
So, so the other half of it was communicating that you could spawn in at Sarah. And then once the sun came up on Sunday, we had 4 medic bags at Betty. So guys were coming out of the parking lot. We're waving them down, like, come here, spawn in here. Again, if you didn't achieve buy-in, you probably walked a lot. If you were involved, you got on a vehicle or you were guided to where you could spawn. We even did a resupply by drone. We flew in more medical sticks to Betty on Sunday morning. And Western was like, how is he doing this? We're like,
that's got to be a historical marker for TCA right there, I think.
Yeah. We did a live cast when we did it.
Nice.
We were down to 10 sticks, and I said, hey, I need a resupply. And like, Roger, it's already in the air. And so the S4, S6, and Runaway flew it over to us, and we actually got it, 250 sticks dropped off to us. Take that, and that's right out of Ukraine, where they're flying blood and IVs and first aid, by drone. So we took a page right off the battlefield and said, let's go for it.
There was so many cool moments that we saw with that. And then somebody took our medic bag out of the back of the truck to use, I believe it was at some point Saturday night. They took it out.
Oh, that's probably, yeah.
I realized that I was like, crap, we don't have our medic bag. So we're going through doing our stuff. So the next morning we got the medic bag back. We kept rolling through Nicole. You got bandages on? Take them off. We didn't even care because we had so many. We wanted them fresh because people that were trying to come in, they would have to go past Nicole. And it was funny because when we dropped the guys off, we're like, I'll be back for you. They go, no, you won't. Technicals don't come back for us. I was like, I will be back for you.
Yeah.
And I lived up to that thing every single time. And they're like, you came back.
Yeah. So it was amazing because it was funny. I was laughing my ass off because I was talking to Hate 6 Ghost. And Ghost was like, dude, it got pretty real because we're like, the vehicle won't be back. We're up here all alone, unsupported. Like, nobody's going to give us any help. It was like, Joker's coming back. What? We have vehicle support. This is amazing. I was like, yeah, funny how that works.
Well, one of the things was, and this is something that mentioning Ghosts, and I don't really blame Ghosts, but people get too much inside their heads that there might be a force somewhere, right? So when we were from Betty, we wanted to take Nicole, and then that's when I came up to support. I was like, I was by myself. I was only the driver. I was like, let's go, guys. I was like, all right. I go, let's go. And Ghost goes, no, there's too many people down there. I was like, I'll ride through and sacrifice. I got to go back to the talk anyway and pick up my gunner and my TC. I rode through Nicole. Nobody was there. Nobody.
Yeah.
And then they rushed in and they took Nicole. I was like, let's go. So I said, pile a couple of guys on. They jumped on.
And we did the same thing with the drone. We flew the drones in, looked with the ISR, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, ISR asset. And if there was nobody there, it was like, Sal, there's nobody at Maria right now. Go. Hey, walking them in. This one Western fighter that was at Eve, the drone showed up and put the spotlight on him at night. And it was like, oh, that's dirty.
Was it it has an actual spotlight on it?
Yeah, it has actual spotlight.
Yeah, saw the video from that. That was pretty cool.
They had the same thing on Eve. They flew, or not Eve, over Building Echo, right by Maria, and they shined the light on them, and they were looking up the light, going, eh. The next thing you know, we had a fire marker go up there and, called artillery on them. So, it's like we tried to warn you.
Wiener, Wiener, you're muted.
8, 9, 10 at a time.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10 at a time.
Yeah.
I told Run, just keep doing it. You know the assets we got, keep doing it.
Yep.
They're all sleeping on that roof. Fuck them down. So we had some great moments. We had some great moments that, again, it's a 24.5-hour event. We told people, like, some people showed up thinking they were going to play Stonebreaker at Iron Knife.
Nope.
They went fast and hard, and they were dropping.
Yeah, they were gone, spent.
So I have a new stencil I'm putting on the truck for heat casualties. I think it's either going to be like a flame, a medical thing with a flame on it. Just because, like on fire. Because we ended up taking out, I think it was 19 people total off the field from both sides.
You know, one for like every 5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot. And like we had the water on the truck, the 2.5 gallon water thing, and we filled it up twice. Because we were just going out there, here guys, take water. They go, and that was that filtered water that the food truck guy did, which was really cool. But it's like, and then we started passing out water, and then we're not going to give them water. This adds trash. I was like, I'm watching them drink it. I'm making them drink it. Because some of those guys looked rough. We saw one guy just fall, like straight up fall right in front of us. I was like, get him on the back of the truck right now. So we took ourselves out of play, ran him out real quick. So there was a lot of great moments. I tell you what, that midnight night mission that we did for the Frago.
Yes.
And they detonated that landmine right beside me. I knew I was going to get blown up because that was the first vehicle. That's why Jax is like, fuck this. I remember high burning. I'm staying in the rear.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling up. I was like, shoot that guy. We shoot him all of a sudden. Boom! Right beside us. I was like, that was loud. Gunner, are you okay? What?
What?
Yeah.
But there was a lot of great moments. I mean, look, it's also airsoft, so you're gonna have people that don't call their hits. You have people
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the level 3 plates absorb all
Airsoft
BBs,
stuff.
Yeah.
or our BBs disintegrate as soon as they leave the barrel. But whatever.
So
God mode.
what kills me about that is everyone's running cameras these days. Everybody, okay, the all-seeing eye, and camera was it high definition is getting better and better and better. So now you can actually see exactly who that person is, and you go, "Hey, man, either don't come to my events anymore, or wherever your integrity is, go find it." Well, I don't know why you're singling me out, because there's multiple videos of you not
In high
calling
def.
your shit
In
in
high
high
def,
def, and we know it's you. So call your shit, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah. You can get all emotional all you want, but we can actually read your name tag through the sniper.
We see your team patch.
Yes,
Your
we
name
saw
tag,
your
everything.
team patch. Okay, so
I will say that the group that was at Betty, they know who they are. When Betty got taken from us, when we rolled up with the gun truck and we're laying into them with two, with an LMG and an M4, and the great thing is, as the driver, the BBs a lot of times go right past, so you can see where they're going.
Yep.
They're so lucky my dash cam was off, because it's like, just you guys got hit. You should have called it, and then we had dismounted our guy, and our guy ran like he was far enough back, so when we got blown up, he ran up, he got us back in, and he goes, he wasn't inside. He goes, that's 10 feet. He should be dead. I was like, bro, he was 30 feet back. I know how to drop off on a hot spot.
Yeah, we drop the boat anchor and go forward.
Yeah.
But I expect, we expected Sunday guys to start, getting a little loose, getting a little, being lazy. It's Sunday. I mean, we generally have a better record of playing better airsoft on Sundays than most events, where people just get salty on a Sunday and play like shit. But I think this one was actually very good. We had some new folks that came to GTI because it was GTI. They didn't care that it was Third Coast, whoever. They were coming for the AO. So those knuckleheads, that's fine. Sure. At some point, you'll wake up one morning and want to play combat sim, mil sim.
Or have the integrity to call your hit because you just got outplayed.
I call my hits because I want to be better the next time around. All right. A Robo Murray quote that I loved him for is, I call my hits so I can be a better player.
Yeah.
Leaning forward to Stonebreaker next year, 26, we're seriously thinking about breaking my golden rule and putting the alphas back on the east side of the field by the parking lot. But now that we have the access to the Betty yard, in the south lot, it's always been closed off to us, where the black basalt used to be. So we can actually make it equal distance to the jock building. That's the biggest for designing a game. It has to be equal distance to the jock building. Yeah. And, so we can play with that. I don't know if we're going to do Little Bird or Huey. I haven't decided yet. I think the Huey's cool as shit.
Thing, especially when it's flying past you, is just an experience when it goes through. It's like you just gotta be blasting Fortunate Son the entire time.
Them big old rotors.
Big rotors. Someone else mentioned, another staff member mentioned another possible alpha is over at the end of off Route Apache, just past the barracks. But the problem is I can't find a midpoint down in the south that you'd lose all that play space where Sarah is. So, when is Stonebreaker? Brad Beaver asking, when is Stonebreaker? The answer is yes. No. So again, I love dropping these exclusives on Mark's podcast, because why not, right? I mean, it's right. You gotta let Mark.
You gotta let Mark.
So we are looking to do it either the last weekend of April or the first weekend of May, because in March we're doing Hibernia again. In February we're doing Sirius Viking.
I know. I loved. how he just dropped that during the raffle, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, coach.
Oh, by the way,
Hey, Coach.
I was like, literally, coach going. He's like, was I not supposed to? I was like, too late now. That beat us
out of the bag. Good job.
So,
and it's
So,
gonna
yeah.
be cold.
In
It's gonna be
February, yeah.
nice because
it's gonna be nice.
That'll be pleasant.
You know,
That'll be pleasant.
February in southern Georgia. So many people were like, "Oh man, when are you doing Viking? When are you doing Viking?" I'm like,
That
guys,
is
it's not
definitely
up
middle
to us.
Georgia. That's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's not up to us, man. It's really up to the facility, and the facility's like, February is
Whatever
the
you
best
can
I can
get.
do.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, February's good. Let's go. Let's do it.
February's perfect because it's
Yeah.
cold.
Oh, that'll be pleasant around here in
Yep.
Perry.
Yeah.
I actually have to change the dial on my truck from cold to warm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the great part about Viking is everyone loves where the alphas are.
Right.
So we always have to just
Flip it.
flip them. This year we thought about now we have Battle AI. We can actually fight our events on Battle AI and see how they come out. So
Oh, wow.
we adjusted according. Now I got to go in and put little Mark's truck. Truck.
I was just gonna say, how did your
the
AI
19
account for my
the
chaos?
19 variables on there? I go in there and go.
It's its own variable.
He does this. He does this. He does this. And then you let it go. So that's the one thing we're looking at as far as changing the game up.
Multicam Tropic, Brad. That is the uniform for his truck.
Look,
Yeah.
it's one of the great things is like what I really can hope that we can do is I could talk to some of the other technical drivers and really get them to get into their head what to do. Like if you
There
have
needs to be a
big
technical training briefing specifically.
we're working that. We did it.
Yep.
We did that right before formation. I would bring all the trucks in, do this, and then one thing Lucky had come up with was Swedish M90. Nice. Anyways,
Why does this uniform taste like licorice?
Lucky recommended was the hard card back on the dashboard with the rule set, and then flip it over on the rule set, and also give tactics and TTPs, and go, hey, probably want some dismounts. Probably want to deploy your vehicle recovery
stay at the
kit.
column.
So things like that. And I told Lucky that's a great idea, man. Let's go forward and do it. And then vehicles, you get 4 punches on your card, you're done for the weekend. Because we had some guys that lead foot. We had guys that not when they were evacing a ice cube, but just driving a little. Hey folks, what are you doing? Making sure that if you're going to drive blacked out at night, have a 4 chem lights, one on each corner. When you die, you got to hit your hazards. Fuck your night vision because the vehicle is burning at night. So yeah. So we're gonna try Starburst, see what happens. Ryan Gorgeous, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And look, my stuff. Well, all right. So there's a funny moment that I just been like each time my wife sees it and I remember to do it and I get this big old shitty green on. She goes, "Fuck your ramps, okay." So when I got the truck and I got the cargo thing to put on there, so I could actually put the turret up top. I said, okay, I'm going to put some stuff on here. Let me put a fuel can. Let me put a water can. Let me put a shovel, an axe. And then let me get these run bowl things because I don't want to get stuck at GTI again because I got stuck once, never again. So I got these things. She goes, oh, where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? I was like, screw this, inside, right? She goes, you're never going to use that shit. And then, of course, Koopa gets stuck. And it was so perfect because I was like, I have the tools for this. Yay. I have not let her live it down yet.
She'll get you back, I'm sure, at some point with something.
So we have Gladius on the East Coast coming up in November. Once again, another excellent opportunity to get vehicles with troops. Guys are worried that they're not going to see any action. That's not the case. JTF is East and West working together against an OPFOR, which means the battles will happen where we want them to, where the staff would want to see a battle at. Okay, so let's not worry about. We're just gonna run around and not see any action. Not true. The reason why it is designed the way it's designed, so that way you guys have battles where the cool shit is.
I got a question.
Yes.
Are the speed limits going to increase because you're allowed to go faster?
Yes, with it, if you've got troops on board, you can move a little faster, because you've been there before, Joker. 2,200 acres. Yeah, it's going to take you all day if you went at 5 miles an hour. We're also getting box trucks to move troops that aren't on Vic. So the Vic can only carry so many. Yeah. So yeah, you will have a UH-60. It stands for U-Haul. So. Moving guys that way, guys who are like, I want to get in the technical game, Sal, but I don't have a turret. Okay, well, somebody hit me up and said, hey, man, I've got a great pickup truck. It's green. Can I use it? Absolutely. I got one that's going to be painted tan. Can I use it? Yeah, let us know. We'll get you on there. It'll work out. It'll work itself out.
So as you mentioned that, there's a couple different ways that you guys can do turrets, right? A caster wheel upside down on a metal plumbing pole bolted into the ground with both ends works. It worked for me for how many years? Like 3 years I ran that. Yeah. And look at Wiener. Look at Wiener's falling asleep.
Yes, he is.
Stay with me.
I was thinking about Gladius.
You were falling. Your ass was falling asleep.
I was dreaming about being a Gladius.
So that's an easy way to do it. Another way you could do it too is at the very front of your truck, like mount that same pole between the bed of your truck and that. Put the upside. Take a caster wheel from Home Depot. Take it off. I mean, you could always just put on there. Like the PTS 4 grips are really, really strong and durable. Drill a hole through it, sink it in there. Now you got a 360. Now you got a 180 turret essentially. So you can redneck the shit out of it and think of it as, hey, what happens overseas? They build shit with improvisation.
Yep.
Do the same thing.
For a gunner restraint harness, a single point sling, or you can use that badass helicopter retention lanyard that no one seems to want to. It looks great on TV, and we'll clip that into a D-ring on and call it good. It's keep you from falling your ass off the back of the truck, gunner.
Or ratchet strap your ass in.
Or use a ratchet strap. Hey, one of the guys was like, you mean I could use this single point sling that I'm not using for
anything?
Yeah. So, but yeah, Starburst is next weekend. I really wish we were a lot closer so we could have a lot of the East Coast players.
One day.
Boaz and Elijah. It's a lot of guys are like, Sal, it's on my bucket list. I'm like,
get out there.
It's not weird tonight, but I mean, I'm in the middle of buying a prison, so
you're busy.
Sal, are you guys going to SHOT Show next year?
I think we are. I don't know.
Hi, kid in the background.
Yeah, we haven't decided just yet, because for us, talking to vendors and sponsors is great, but I don't think it really helps us.
Right. I mean, if I have my prison, it'll benefit me greatly.
Yeah.
I have this new facility, guys.
You should come train at it. But for us, I mean, now NRA show, we'll do NRA show come May. It'll be in Houston. So we did NRA in Atlanta. We've done the Dallas one. That's worth it because that's industry straight to the customer.
Right.
We are, I know Sam's wanting to go to SHOT Show, so we'll probably go.
Well, Wiener and I are going to get in there as media, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
I'll be there with the hunting stuff. But I'll be there.
Oh, very well then. Then we will definitely, like I said, I'm probably going, but we won't have a huge TCA presence like we did one year where we're still trying to fill the gaps of memory. Anyways,
sounds like a good time.
The Hangover movie is so poignant.
I've only lost one dog handler in Dallas for one conference. I got a good average right now. We're good.
Okay.
I got him back.
Hopefully we can get you to go to Airsoft Palooza next year, Sal.
So
we not that far away.
Yeah, it's not that far away. And we for a couple of years, let's see, it's been a while. We had gone to one of them. We had a table at one. This year it was just bad timing. It was just, wanted to be there, but you just couldn't.
Because we stream it every year now.
Yep.
So
3 years now. I've been there for the last 2.
Yeah.
3 years now.
So we live streamed that entire event. But all right, do you have the dates for Serious Viking yet?
2021, 22. 2021-22 February.
All right.
Coach's
oh yeah,
birthday,
it's the weekend.
actually.
It's the weekend after Valentine's Day, where Wiener and I are going to be CO and XO for an event. I don't celebrate that holiday.
Okay, very well then. So,
Wiener's
all right,
going to be
excellent.
upset.
So, looking forward to Vikings. I mean, it's going to be all of it was a great time. So, if you guys did not go to Iron Knife because you're worried about a 24-hour event, whatever, you all missed out on a really fun time. The experience was excellent. You had airsoft moments that might have been a little frustrating, but on a whole, it really was a blast. And it's a whole different dynamic of airsoft when you play because you're doing the marathon, not the sprint.
I think we should have an episode dedicated to like a packing list and what to prepare for, what to bring to an event like that.
We can do that on our stream.
Right.
yeah.
We'll take a gas, some snackages.
We've cut videos before of this, but I don't think anybody watches them.
We'll just bring it up and we'll
The funny thing
have
is,
a little
like,
discussion. How to be comfortable while being uncomfortable.
There you go.
what I was asked a lot was about the thing about how to set up a technical from a pickup truck or whatever, and how to run it. I was asked that a lot, especially on Sunday, when the word got around of how much work we were putting in, and they're like, "How are you doing that?" I was like, "You drive it till you get blown up." The kid behind you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I really want to thank you for coming on, Zmonster. I mean, I really do appreciate everything that you've done for the event. It was definitely interesting rolling into talk and have you come out and all of a sudden you spin around and you got that go, and then of course,
oh, Daddy's mad. Run away.
Just let Mark was like the best thing. I'm definitely gonna get this patch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So,
I need you to do this. I got my objective. I'm gone.
Yeah. I was like, Mark, go Mark, because it was working. You know, a great leader once told me, "Hey, look, when people are showing initiative and they're achieving an outcome, don't slow them down. Let them keep doing it. Let them keep
100%.
swinging."
And when we finally found out where April actually was, we were able to take April too because
What do
we
you mean
couldn't
found out
find
where?
April.
I knew where it was the whole time.
I mean,
know.
there were so many
Out there.
people. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. There were so many people going, "Where is it, Sal? Where is it?" I'm like, "It's in a little shack,
Little
by the
guard
road.
shack.
It's a
There's
guard
3 of
shack."
them. There's
Yeah.
3 of them over there.
Well, which one is it? I'm like, it's the only
The one with the objective in it.
The
Yeah.
only one right there on
And I
the
was
other
like,
side of the fence.
it's a power box, and they're like, "Oh."
So the funny thing was, obviously, I can't get out to look for myself because I might
Right.
have found it, but I'm relying on my runner, and
Right.
it's like we made 3
Open
attempts
the
on
door,
April,
go inside.
and then if the camera was rolling, you would have heard me say, "Fuck this shit! I'm going to Maria. I'm going to Sarah."
I'm going up the hill to Maria.
April though was a very important strategic zone to have though right there.
Yes.
It's like the pinnacle, the point to get us
Yeah.
up there. Yep.
If we didn't have
I
that
was stopped
south
for too long,
line,
I
we
blew
couldn't
up.
jump north.
Right.
So
But no, it was a great time. I'm sorry if GTI got upset that I ran over their new baby trees up there by Sarah. I ran a few of them over.
no, that'd be
I
fine.
cleared
That'd be
past. I goes, I can't back up. I was like, I can't turn around. Those trees are small enough.
fine. Fine trees.
Only the lower axe was mad.
Huh?
I said only the lower axe was mad.
Only
It's
the
okay.
Lorax.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with that being said, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is our show for tonight. I am Joker Players Wanted.
Dang, it went
With
fast.
me is the man with the plan, with the knife hand, directing the herding cats, getting us all to move. Zmonster from TCA. Down below me, of course, is Justin. He'll give you some shiny new bracelets if you really piss him off. Beowulf West from Shadow Legion. And it's not a party till he comes out. Wiener from New Breed Airsoft.
Woohoo.
With all that being said, we want to thank you all for watching tonight. Check us out. Make sure you guys get your tickets now for Gladius Third Coast Airsoft. It's going to be at ATI in what's that place again? Athens,
Blakely.
Oh, ATI.
Blakely,
Blakely,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Blakely.
Blakely,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Not Blakely or Baxley. Blakely.
Blakely, Georgia.
Yes.
You got it.
It's coming up in November. Get your tickets. Let's go out there. Let's have some fun. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits. Good night.
Squirrel.